G'day gamers, Ranger Tony here, back with more Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, where we're playing with our Bosmer Arcane Archer Osprey. That may be the last time I say that, because we are rapidly approaching what will be the end of this playthrough. The end of the main quest line in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. So, where are we up to? We have to do a mission here in Coral to close an Oblivion gate here. I believe. Yes. And then we are ready to go to Bruma. So, we should just head over to the castle. G'day, Walter, how you doing? I'm not sure if I've ever been to this castle before. It certainly doesn't look very familiar.
My pleasure, really.
Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Count.
Aid for Bruma.
While I understand Bruma's need, Coral's own defense must come first. I cannot spare any soldiers as... Goodbye.
Oops. I'm running so fast I'm getting stuck on things without even realizing it. Okay. So, we got our mission. Oh, and Walter, I have done a bit of research on Greedfall, and it definitely does look like an interesting game. The only concern I have about it, and it's very, very minor, is the fact that it is a third-person only game. I think that was one of the things that I sort of had a problem with The Witcher 3 as well, is getting used to the game always being in third person. And it's something I'm not used to. So I'm not saying I'm not going to play it, but it is something that I have to think about a little bit. Okay. Let's actually do a full save, because we're about to start this gate. Now, I'm hoping this gate's not going to take too long. Yes, there is a bad guy, right there. Somehow we missed him, and I do not know how. There we go. Don't even need to worry, they're going to finish him off easily. There we go. Was there any more baddies over this way? Doesn't seem to be. Let's head in while we have a small amount of time left on our companions. We have a little bit of time left on one of them. We might just respawn both of those. So, it's this one again. Right. Okay. At least I sort of know what I'm doing here. So, let's blow that up. Let's kill you. Is that not dead yet? Oh, damn it, I missed. I only get one arrow back. Well, it's actually in the fighting that I have most of the problems with the third-person view. At least in in The Witcher 3, I feel that is where I have most of that problem. And it's probably I recognise that it is really just a matter of getting used to it. That's all it is. It's not that there's anything particularly wrong. It's just that I'm not used to it. Hey, thank you. Okay, that. We'll leave the rest. Okay. Well, yeah, I understand the 3 play styles, but my understanding is also that it's very flexible, like, the various Elder Scroll games, in that while technically there are 3 play styles, oops, not that, you don't have to stick to them. So you could start using the mage playstyle, for example, and go and start doing other things, as you start using other skills as well. Part of me looks at it and goes, well, there do not appear to be bows. There are rifles in the game, but there do not appear to be any bows. Therefore, I'm probably not going to like it. Because the problem I got with the rifles, the guns in the game, is, it's all 17th century, right? So it's all flintlock weapons. So much like Pillars of Eternity, they're going to be of very limited use. That was one of the things that I found interesting about Pillars of Eternity, actually. Well, Pillars of Eternity had an interesting way of getting around it. If you've seen any of my attempts to play Pillars of Eternity, you'll know what I mean, because at least in the first Pillars of Eternity, and I suspect the reason that they changed it is because people abused it, like I'm mentioning right now. But in Pillars of Eternity 1, you could play as the Amua, I think they're called, the big blue, well, the Avatar guys, basically, is what they look like. And with those guys, when you one of those, there's two sub races, and one of those you ended up with, rather than 2 weapon slots, you ended up with 3. And then it went even further. You could use one of the talents, I think they were called, that you could get to give yourself a 4th weapon slot. And then the last thing that you would do is you would grab a skill called Quick Switch, which allowed you to switch weapons really quickly. And so with that combination, you could end up with a character who could carry 4 different weapons and switch between them very, very, very quickly, like almost instantly. So what you would do is I would have them all as rangers, and I would give them all firearms of some sort for 3 of their weapon sets, and then the 4th weapon set would be like a bow, not a crossbow either, but a bow, because that was quicker to shoot. And then they would have their animal companions as well. And so the idea was that you would... Actually, I need to go back down now because I need to come up one of those towers to get to the right level. So let's go down via this tower. So yeah, you'd have the... I think it was the Islander Moor with quick switch, and I think it's called deep pockets or something, which gave you quick weapon switching and 4 weapon sets. You'd load them up with 3 different types of firearms, no matter what. It didn't really matter what you had, but I'd have like 2 guys with blunderbusses, 2 guys with pistols, and 2 guys with long rifles. Or give everybody, you know, a long rifle, a blunderbuss, and a pistol, because how you could afford to do that. And then you would... I don't even want to do that fight. I don't need to do that fight. You would then, in the combat, the game just became a matter of everybody lines up the same target, takes their first shot. Actually, I'm going to drop this back down and kill that guy before. I said drop that back down. So yeah, your combat strategy was everybody lines up a target, blasts at it with their first weapon, then everyone quickly switches to the second weapon, blasts at the target with that, and then finally you would line up their third weapon, blast at the target with that, and then everyone would switch to bows to back up. And because you were all playing rangers, you all had animal companions, and so it was really easy to do your fights then, because the animal companions were your meat shields. And in fact, the game became rather boring because you were just so OP. Damn it, I did want to go out that door because... Damn it. So yeah, I don't know if the rifle, the guns in Greedfall are quite as powerful. Like, because the reason you did this strategy was because the guns had a really, really long reload time. So you basically only had a single chance to attack. You know, most of your fights... I won't guarantee that your fights were over by the time... by the time you reloaded your firearm, but it did take a while to do all of that. Where am I going now? Damn it, I don't feel like this was the right way to go. I feel like I want to come back to the tower that I came out of. I don't feel like I need to go around this way to get in. I feel like I should be able to do it all from in there. So I'm gonna change this up. So yeah, I've put Greedfall on my wish list. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna jump into it straight away or not. It looks different. I'm just really enjoying the first-person combat with these games, and I'm not sure I'm ready to spend time in third-person combat, if that sort of makes sense. But, you know, I may change my mind. We'll see. So I did do that. Okay. This should be the door I came in. This should be the tower I came in. Yeah, I figured it would be something like that. Like, to me, when I looked at it, the only play style I thought of that I would probably use, it's sort of, and it's strange, it's sort of, when I look at it, you've got, you know, you've got the technician, which is your sneaky rogue type character where, yeah, you probably are trying to take sneak attacks. And I don't know whether you can take sneak attacks with firearms, but I'm sort of expecting that those sneak attacks with firearms, for a significant portion of the time, are probably likely to be one-shot kills, or at least it is hoped that that would be happening. But even there, like, the technician doesn't seem to be just a normal sort of rogue. A lot of traps and things like that are involved, which isn't necessarily what you see all that often in those sorts of characters normally. I mean, sometimes you see a little bit of traps in a rogue type situation, which... Okay, let's put an arrow into you. And it's really a waste to get companions out here because it only takes 3 arrows to take this guy down. So I didn't really need much help with that, but anyway. Oi! Well, I'm glad my companions were here to help me on that one because I didn't even notice he was there. Okay, we want to go into that tower there. That's what we want to do this time, and that'll get us into this tower and up to the top where we need to be. I hope. Yeah, I have tried Morrowind. I have a couple of problems with Morrowind, though. One, the main one that actually stops me playing Morrowind is the fact that... and everyone tells me that I can get... there is like the Open Morrowind project or whatever that allows me to increase the screen resolution, but the screen resolution by default in Morrowind is not 1080p, not 1920 by 1080, and that is a problem because that is what all my streaming stuff is currently set up to do, and so it would mean modifying all of my streaming settings. And if you've done any streaming, like most people I know that I have heard talk about this, and I certainly agree with them, if you've done any streaming, you end up over time getting your settings just the way you want them, and then you never want to change them. So yeah, I don't know about Morrowind on stream, just because of that. Partly because I have to change my streaming settings, and then the other part is that I find the mechanics of the game a little bit janky, because when I aim and shoot at something, there's actually no guarantee that I will actually hit it, because it still does a random roll to determine whether you are actually successful or not. And that's like, well, hang on a sec. I just aimed directly at the opponent and my arrow appeared to hit the opponent, why are you telling me that this did not kill them, or did not hit them at all? Now, my understanding is that sort of, it appears to go away fairly quickly, because after a certain amount of time you get good enough that those rolls don't really affect you too much. But I'm just not sure I'm happy with that system. I definitely have enjoyed playing Oblivion. I definitely enjoy playing Skyrim. I'm looking at some equally old games as well to look at. I think I mentioned previously that there is like last night I think I was talking about that there is a really old come on. There we go. Divinity 2 is what I'm talking about. So there's a really old game called Divinity 2. It's not that old. It's actually 2012, I think. I was thinking it was older than that, but it's not. Let's just rest here for an hour. Remember to save the game. Yes, very good. Thank you, Walter, for that. Yeah, so there's a game from, Divinity, and so that was before the Original Sins. So there's Divinity Original Sin 1, Divinity Original Sin 2, but before those, there was obviously a Divinity and Divinity 2. And Divinity 2 is a first-person, or maybe it is third-person as well, actually. I haven't checked that, but I think it is a first-person RPG like these games. And so I feel like it is right up my alley at the moment for the sort of stuff that I am enjoying. Let's get these guys going, because these guys here are going to be right royal pains in... Oh, damn it, then I hit... Where is my troll? Get in there, boy! There we go. Take you out, if I can, in the back. Boom. And you took out that. Okay, that worked pretty well. Happy with that. Grab that. Grab that. Okay, we've got a door there and a door there. Let's go up this one. Yeah, they were caught up in the whole D&D thing in Morrowind. And... ooh, I got level 20. Isn't that nice? I am in trouble, though. No, I want some healing and some charging. I don't have enough magicka. Okay. Another healing, another charging. Get me another one of those, please. Whew. Okay. What have we got here? Daedroth Teeth. we'll take some of that. And we will take some of that. And we will save. So where's that going? Citadel Hall door. Is this going to the same place? Door to the disaster of the portals of natural disaster. Is that outside? No. Oh, that's just where we came in. Silly me. So this was the other door. Where does this go? Doesn't go anywhere. Oops, I meant to cast you. Oops. At least my Atronach. Oh, we killed him anyway. I was going to say, at least my Atronach won't attack me if I accidentally hit her. There is a trap right there. Now that we're through all of those traps, we will rest. It's really annoying that you can't get through those traps without setting them off. Like, I think all that claw does is set it off like prematurely. It doesn't allow you to like lock the trap so that it is never going to go off. So that's really rather annoying, to be honest. Okay, I need to repair everything. Oh, yes. Significantly repair everything. And then... no. Let's put some charges. No, let's not use a grand one. Let's just leave those like that for the moment. Excuse me. That's got a petty soul gem. I might use that. Where was that petty? On that. And another one. There we go. But that's all right. Take all of that. Had another arrow there, but anyway. I'm not doing terrible for arrows at the moment, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Grab that, leave the rest. Let's go. I don't feel like we can be that far away from the top of this. place, you know? Let's go this way. Don't know why, we just are. Okay, just you, hey? Is that everybody? Okay. That is. Grab all of that. Let's keep going up this way. Okay. Thankfully, he didn't notice that. There we go. Oblivion's Caress. Yeah, no, I don't want that. Because it is garbage. Couple of arrows back. Let's just do a quick repair again. And a quick save. Okay. That. Is there anyone else? Let's just grab those. Okay. What? You mean I've been playing this game all this time and I've only just seen by a transition screen that arrows can be recovered from opponents? Oh my god. Right. Enough of me being silly. Okay. In we go. I probably can't. I probably got those guys to come in a little slower than a little earlier than I should have. Okay. He's charging off against something. I almost feel like I can just stand back and watch. Whoops. No. Okay, there's a third one over there. Whoops. Let's... Oh, wrong one. Wow, I actually hit my troll and he didn't decide to come back and kill me for it. That was amazing. Let's grab that. Was there anything around here? Don't think there was. I think it's just the dead body up here. G'day, little cheese wheel. Yeah, my Arcane Archer playthrough is going good. And yes, Theory Master, the summons are working very well to help me. Let's just quick save before we grab that, just in case. Okay, so we've done that. No one else is attacking us. No, you seem all good. Oh, take it all. Don't need that out. Okay. Oh. I wondered what you were doing. From a distance I couldn't make out. Something weird. Well, yeah, the last playthrough I tried to do of this was with a spell sword, which was going well until the leveling sort of problem hit me. So this time I'm using the realistic leveling mod, and I'm loving it. No problems at all. I feel like all of the opponents are, you know, I mean, Spider Daedra are incredibly annoying, but I just feel like half of the opponents that I'm killing now would have been impossible with the last playthrough. I mean, I think I got to like level 12 and I was fighting opponents, and it was taking me so long to kill each opponent with the sword that the sword was running out of magical charges. Uh-oh. Thank God for that.
Hello. It's a pleasure to...
Aid for
Your
Bruma.
reputation precedes you, hero. I will now gladly send...
Okay, so I think we've done all of the quests for allies for Bruma now. It is done. So, going to sell up, repair anything, probably go back. I think the best idea is to probably go back to the house in Anvil, drop off anything I don't need or grab anything else that I might need. Yeah, I tend to not play with poisons, and look, I'll admit that a very small part of it is the fact that I don't want to use poison, right? But a large part of it is that I just tend to forget that I've got the poisons there. Like I've done playthroughs of Skyrim where I have just I'll have carried around potions of paralysis or poison and just completely forgotten that I had them for like the entire playthrough. And so that play style of remembering that I have to, you know, reapply that poison before each shot just doesn't work for me. If it's an ability that the weapon has that's always there and I don't have to do anything about it, that's fine. But having to remember on every single shot, or every shot that's going to count, having to remember to say, I better put some poison on this to make it that little bit better, it doesn't work. My brain just never goes there, and I'm actually surprised that I'm getting into the play style here of summoning my 2 summons that I've got every single time, because that's something that I'm not good at doing. I tend to rush into combat more and not think of those sorts of things. Down the line, as I get more and more experience playing these sorts of games, I probably will get better at that. G'day BM, I'm doing good. How are you? White Devil, down in the About section of the channel is a full list of all the mods and the build of this character, if you're interested.
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. That's more than I... You drive. Ah, that's up.
So, we're going to get all this sold. I don't really feel like there's anything major that I need to go back home for. I will have a look though. Maybe I need to get some more Welkin stones or something like that. I'll have a look in a sec as soon as I finish selling all of this. If there's nothing I need to go back home for, I won't bother doing that. So I've got 3 of these stones. I'm not using them all that often, so... And I've got 9 repair hammers. I think I'm going to be fine. Let's just really quickly do some repairs. Make sure everything's in tip-top shape. I think we'll just get on with it. Let's just get on and see how we go. So, we're going to come back to Bruma. We're supposed to tell the Countess that Martin wants to meet her in the Chapel of Talos for a war council. Okay, so we'll head back to Bruma, though. Yeah, the wrong part of the map. And we might do a quick round of the shops in Bruma. Make sure we're happy with everything that we've got. There's no decent shops down that way. Hang on. There's a couple down here, isn't there? No, that's just the Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild there. So the shops are all up on this one. So that's a tavern. We've got this place here. I'm not expecting there to be anything here that I really want or need, but we'll have a look. It's more Elven Arrows, but I'm doing okay for those. So I'm not going to worry about that too much.
You too.
And then we got North Winds, or Nord Winds, I think it's called. Let me in the door.
Good morning.
A pleasure to...
I'm only checking her because sometimes she has...
I have a fantastic selection.
Large backpack. Yoink, we'll take that. Thank you.
Excellent.
And we will sell that one. There we go. There's nothing else I can sell there. I don't want the Councillor's hood.
Thank you.
All good. Let's make sure we put that large backpack on. Absolutely pointless though, because we're so much into the end game at the moment that I don't need the extra carrying space. But that's just typical of my luck in these sorts of things. Let's just grab, because we've got the extra carrying space, let's just grab some more repair hammers. I had some at home. I could go and get them. I don't want to.
You too.
Okay. So we'll head up to the castle. which is this way.
Mythic Dawn is behind the Emperor's assassination. Some cult called the Mythic Dawn is behind the Emperor's assassination.
So I've heard.
Take care.
Oh, very good. We're starting to see soldiers from the different
I hear you.
Shadenhall, Skingrad, there's Leowin over there. Very good. Everyone's getting ready to help. Well, it might, theory. It just might. Because if it is doing Hammerfeld, then that may be...
Greetings. What news from Cloud Ruler Temple?
That may be some of the styling that is included.
Desperate plan indeed. This prince? Emperor? Martin would risk my whole city to gain a great Sigil Stone?
We must recover the amulet.
This is the only way to stop this invasion from Oblivion? I must confess, you are the first person to speak of victory against these Daedra. This war seemed hopeless to me. But what else was there to do but hold on and wait for a hero to arise to save us? And now it seems there is an heir to the throne after all, hidden at Cloud Ruler Temple. And perhaps a hero as well? You avoid answering my question. Very well. Don't think I doubt you. The rulers of Bruma have long had dealings with Cloud Ruler Temple. We know whom they serve. I will meet Martin at the chapel. When all is ready, I will order my men to stop closing the gates and prepare for battle.
Okay, so...
Come with me to the chapel.
Okay.
Good to see you.
So where are we going?
Hello there.
The temple's just over here.
Oh,
God, got it. I wanted soldiers to help out, but it's so annoying to have to dodge groups of soldiers standing everywhere. Okay, so is this the Chapel of Talos? It is. Oh, that's very nice. We might as well do a full save. Now, is this Martin down here? Indeed, it is.
When you're ready for battle, the Countess will order her men to stop closing the gates outside the city. We must allow the Mythic Dawn to proceed with their plan to open 3 lesser gates outside Bruma. According to the plans you captured from those spies, they need 3 lesser gates open before they can open a Great Gate. The Great Gate will allow them to bring out the siege machine to blast the walls of Bruma, just like at Kavach. But it's our only hope to get the great Sigil Stone we need to complete the ritual. You'll have to act swiftly when the Great Gate opens.
Okay.
Farewell, my friend.
Well, I'm assuming I've got to wait for... Yeah. Let's see what happens here.
Your Highness, I am Narina Carvain, Countess of Bruma, at your service.
There is no need for any formality at this time. I'm not Emperor yet, and I am quite new to this notion of being heir to the throne. Thank you for coming. I know I am asking for a great deal of trust, but this is the only way. I would not suggest it otherwise.
Your champion has already explained the situation to me. I have agreed to it. We will not win this war through caution.
You have a rare gift to know when desperation is the path of wisdom. I will do everything in my power to defend your city, my lady.
If Bruma falls, the Empire falls with us. So be it.
When you're ready for battle.
Okay.
Farewell.
I'm ready for battle. So be it. Bruma's fate is in the hands of the gods now. And yours. Bird, deploy the troops for battle.
As you command. Countess.
Gotta protect Martin at all cost, eh? Okay, looks like he is coming outside. Bit strange, but anyway. No, I don't think I'd really use illusion spells at all, to be honest. So, what do we got out here? There's the remnants of that gate over there. I'm not seeing any other gates at the moment. Ooh, he's getting a move on. Where are we going? Ah, it's a gate down here. Is this the... This can't be the Great Gate already. I suppose it does look bigger than the last one. Oh no. That's just saying one Oblivion Gate.
Soldiers of Cyrodiil, the Empire will stand or fall by what we do here today. Will we let the Daedra do to Bruma what they did to Kavach? Will we let them burn our homes? Will we let them kill our families? No, we make our stand here today for the whole of Cyrodiil. We must hold fast until the hero of Kavach can destroy their great gate. We must kill whatever comes out of that gate. Soldiers of Cyrodiil, do you stand with me?
The Shaded Wall!
Look out!
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
My blood for the Empire.
I haven't even kept track of where Martin actually is.
What's the matter? Oh, getting tired?
I need...
Wrong.
There we go. How's Martin doing? Not that great, but...
Someone's been murdered! Murder! Yeah! Ooh! I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm!
Ooh. A little bit of healing might be a good idea there.
Am I supposed to be impressed? Ow! Ow!
Where's the Great Gate?
Ow!
Okay, I'm assuming I have to go around this. So... That doesn't seem to be a valid way to go around. Let's get rid of him first. I was going to say the lava's done its job, but it hasn't. Damn it, I am missing quite a bit. Is there a path up along the side that I can take? Oh, I can even... Oh, I think I'm supposed to go up along there, am I? Probably via this door here. So we've got a bit of a time crunch. Can I? No, I can't. Of course I can't. Waiting for an hour would not be a good idea. Okay. I'm going to go all the way up just to make sure that there's not some sort of lever up here that I've got to use. And there isn't, but there is a door up here. I wonder if that's going to be useful or not. Let's see where this door goes. Just a quick save. Am I lucky that this is going to be the way to go? Oh. No. Let's grab that. A little bit of health back. That over there must be the tower I've got to go through. I'm going to come down this one here because that's right near the walkway that I think I need to take to get over to that tower over there. What is that? That's just the Cage Master. It's no big deal. Right, I don't think this is the level I want to come out on, to be honest. We'll have a quick look. Actually, you know what? It might be. No, this isn't, because I need to go that way. What happened to the door? God damn it, the door's not there anymore. How the hell? Nine minutes to close the gate. That's a good reminder to... Yeah, I will hydrate in a sec. Wow, that all needed some repair. Let's recharge the bow. And then I'm going to use one of those stones. And I'm going to use some healing potions. There we go. And I'm not even going to care about picking up stuff. Oh God. That was fun, coming up there like that. Just mark that off. What are we doing? There we go. 7 minutes. Is this where I want to be? It feels like it's where I want to be, but I think I need to go up to the top of the tower to open that gate. So let's just quickly do that. Damn it, I missed. Got him. And I was right. I do have to open the gate. There we go. Really shouldn't be picking up all this stuff. I'll take the soul gems though. They're going to keep my spell charged. Right. Back down to this door. Quick save, in we go. I was going to say, what happened to the gate? It's not opening. That was Panic City. No. How about that and that? I don't need them because that guy's going to be dead before we do anything else. I didn't cast that spell properly. Okay. Just want to make sure that there's not going to be any keys that we need. Okay, very good. Okay, there's a lever right there, which means there's a trap on this doorway. Yeah, cast that. Let's get some healing going. Right, not interested in that. Just double check. Okay. Citadel Hall, Citadel Hall, Citadel Hall. Doesn't really matter which one I do. Except that goes down. That's better. That goes up. No more traps along here. Very good. We might just get a little bit of healing. Not sure how much time we've got left. Damn it, I missed. 5 cents. Two minutes. Wow. Can I get through here? I'm sure that they are going to come after me. Maybe not. Yes. Great. Okay. Out of my way, trolley boy. Okay, come on. Can't. I am just going to run. What did that say? I didn't. 90 seconds. Grab it. A great Sigil Stone added. We did that with seconds to spare. Martin's the only one alive. That's unfortunate. What the hell is that? It's another Sigil Stone.
We won a great victory here today. We now have the means to recover the Amulet of Kings from Manca Cameron. But we need to act quickly. Cameron will not take long to recognize his danger. Remember, the portal closes behind you. Anything you need, carry it with you. I'll have the ritual ready in the Great Hall when you arrive. Farewell. Farewell, my friend.
Oh, that will go down very well. I don't care about Castle Bruma. Keys. I'm really just looking for things like healing potions. I feel like I'm going to have to go and buy a whole bunch of healing potions and can't loot that thing? No. Let's just wait for an hour. Okay, so it's the middle of the night. Yeah, let's come back to Bruma. I'm probably, even though there is some level of urgency, I don't know if there really, well, actually, I don't know if there really is any actual urgency, like, you know, normally. So that mission there was the only time I've seen in this game so far where it actually has given you any sort of time limit for doing things. So here's what I want to do. I want to go around to all the Mages Guild, talk to all the alchemists I can find.
A mighty
And, oh, yes please, charge up that. That's a huge cost to charge that up, but that's fine. I don't want any more spells. I think I'm good with the spells that I've got. I'm not going to mess that up at the moment. What I do want is I'm going to sleep briefly down here somewhere. I'll find a bed, and then in the morning I'm going to come up and I'm going to try and buy up every potion I can. Well, every healing and magicka potion I can get my hands on. Not that it's not that I'm, really, really low on them, but getting as many of those potions as I can. I'll go back home and I'll grab all of the Welkin stones that I've got as well, so that we have absolutely no chance of there being any problems. Because those stones will give me full charge. So you're not selling anything. Aha, here's what we want. What have you got? Yep, charging 1.
I let that go too cheaply.
I mean, healing 1 isn't that useful to me. Okay, now let me sell everything that I don't want. I don't want these or that. And all of these ingredients go. Hang on. They've got gems. They've got souls. Good.
Come back and see me again.
We're all done here. And in fact, I feel like that's a decent amount of healing there. I am going to have a bunch of Welkin stones on me as well. So I think that's the best option. Let's just get out of here. Let me just double check what I'm carrying. I think it's just scrolls mostly that I've got. I've got all of these stones, which I'm not going to be using. Couple of soul gems, which I will use. I've got scrolls to get rid of. And rings and necklaces. And some Dremora barbed arrows. I think I can sell all of that at a general goods trader. So let's just come... which one was it? Up. The next level. To the general goods trader. We'll sell all of this.
Good day. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Syria.
So let's get rid of those.
You got a great deal there. You got a great deal there. And that you got a great deal there. A pleasure to serve you.
Excuse me, emergency mute. I will grab those 50 Elven Arrows.
Thank you for your business. Take care.
And then we'll come around to the blacksmith.
Greetings, Bosmer.
And we'll just double check if they've got any more Elven Arrows, or heaven forbid. No, okay. This is going to be my last chance to buy armor and weapons. pretty much. You know, like any of the shopping I do now before I do this final bit of the mission. You watch. I will start seeing Glass and Daedric.
Let's do business.
Okay, no, I haven't. Doesn't even have Elven Arrows. Okay. Gauntlets of Gluttony. Okay, thank the Aedra for that. So we will fast travel back to Anvil, go to the house, pick up a few things. So what have we got in here? Nothing I need. So, none of those. I want all of those and all of those. And we're going to put away... Let's put away all of those lockpicks. Just because... And then we're going to put away those stones because I'm not using them. Let's put the keys away just so that we don't have to worry about it. It's just a single sigil key. That's fine. Stop snooping around my house. Actually, I'm going to go sleep till the morning. Go to the blacksmith in town and just see if she's got any more arrows. Yeah. Get a good night's sleep. How am I doing for carrying capacity at the moment? Oh, I said she. I forgot. I thought it was someone else. Okay, 100 Elven Arrows. You don't have anything else that I want.
Take care.
I think that's going to be good enough. I really do. So, let's do this. Let's head back up to Cloud Ruler Temple. And we will do a full save once we get up there. Okay, that's ominous.
I have everything in place for the ritual. I'll open the portal whenever you're ready. I don't know what you'll find in Cameron's paradise. I do know the portal I create through the Mysterium Xarxes ritual will close behind you. You'll have to find another way back. I believe that Manca Cameron acts as the anchor for paradise, just as a Sigil Stone anchors an Oblivion gate in place. Kill Manca Cameron, and you will unmake his paradise. Shall I open the portal to paradise? Are you ready?
So I wondered whether it was going... When it said you had to find another way back, I was wondering whether it was going to tell you how to do that. Because my first thought was, well, I kill Cameron, it probably will do that.
My friend. Brace your...
So, the cat's paw of the Septims arrives at last. You didn't think you could take me unawares, here of all places, in the paradise that I created. Look now upon my paradise. Gaia Alata in the old tongue, a vision of the past and the future.
It's unclear if there's any need to sneak. I really have no idea if I'm going the right way, but I immediately distrusted the road. See, look, that road goes over a bridge. But I immediately distrust that as potentially a false path, whereas by coming up this way, there is another path here, and it's entirely possible. So we have no compass bearing, no indicator on the map as to where we need to go. So there is some sort of building over there, and the other path went over to that bridge over there and goes that way. There's another bridge this way, but I just wonder... Oh. Okay. Looks a bit different from a normal, slightly different coloration to a normal spider Daedra. So, see, I think you were probably supposed to go over the path over there, come up to the top of the hill, come all the way down and around this way, and I feel like I've just circumvented a huge portion of that. Ascended Immortal. Let's just use a bit of our magic to heal. Strange that a place that is called a paradise would contain all of these Dremora and Daedroth and things. Ascended Immortal, club and some pants. I just want the arrows back. I don't want anything else for now. Okay, there's nothing there. Don't know why I feel like there's a time crunch here, because there shouldn't be.
Behold the savage garden, where my disciples are tempered for a higher destiny, to rule over Tamriel Reborn. If you are truly the hero of destiny, as I hope, the garden will not hold you for long.
Okay, that's where we're going. Wasn't sure I trusted the walkway. But, yeah. That looks like one of those ascended immortals.
I hear the war is going badly. There's a new arrival.
Leave me alone.
Caught in the fall of the Great Gate.
It won't matter. Lord Dagon will soon be able to...
You? How can you be here? No matter. You are too late to stop Lord Dagon's victory. Soon we will return to Tamriel to rule over it as lords. While you will remain here in the Eternal Garden forever. We have all died in the Master's service. Here in Guy. The Master will soon deal with you.
Okay, almost too easy if you get them the right way. Don't care about void salts. Okay, thought he was going to attack me again. Aha, what is this? The Forbidden Grotto. How do we open the Forbidden Grotto? Excuse me. So you didn't have anything. I wonder if I have to kill one of those immortals to get the key to the Forbidden Grotto. G'day, Necromancer.
I will soon earn. What do you... The Forbidden Grotto is the only way out of the Savage Garden. Those who earn the Master's favor are given the bands of the Chosen and allowed to leave the garden. The Master will soon deal with you.
I chose not to loot the bands of the Chosen off. I think it was the Dremora that was just out here. Was it this guy here? There we go. Now what do they do again? Weakness to fire, 50% on self. I've got a funny feeling they are...
You understand. You cannot stop Lord Dagon.
I feel like...
Principalities have sparkled as gems in the black reaches of Oblivion since the first...
Yeah. I feel like...
Many are their names and the names of their masters. The cold harbour of Meridia, Periite's quagmire, the 10 moon shadows of Mephala, and Dawn's beauty, the princedom of Lorkhan, misnamed Tamriel by deluded mortals.
Okay, you finished now? Okay, I've got the funny feeling that...
Yes, you understand now. Tamriel is just one more Daedric realm of Oblivion, long since lost to its prince when he was betrayed by those that served him. Lord Dagon cannot invade Tamriel, his birthright. He comes to liberate the occupied lands.
That's fine. Now...
Ask yourself, how is it that mighty gods die, yet the Daedra stand incorruptible?
Right. So, because it's paused here and we can't hear him rambling on, my concern is that these bands of the Chosen are cursed, and I will not be able to take them off once I put them on, and they're going to make me weak to fire, which is not good. I wish I had something to give me some protection from fire. I do have that Spell Drinker, which does spell absorption, but that may not work on like all fire. It might only work on certain fire, certain spells, not like natural abilities. Let's... Okay, so that's recharged back up to full. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on, and they lock around your wrists. And yeah, I can't get them off. Now to find my way through the Terrace of the Dawn, where I hope to find Mankar, Cameron, and the Amulet. Can I swap? I cannot. So I am going to be particularly vulnerable.
It is simple. They are not gods at all. The truth has been in front of you since you first were born. The Daedra are the true gods of this universe. Julianos, Dibella, and Stondar are all Lorkhan's betrayers, posing as divinities in the principality that has lost its guiding light. What are scholarship, love, and mercy when compared to fate, night, and destruction?
Whoa.
Gods you worship are trifling shadows of first causes. They have tricked you.
Is there 3 of those bastards around me? There was.
If you think your world has always been contested ground, the arena of powers and immortal. Tamriel, the realm of change, brother to madness, sister to deceit. False gods could not entirely
I don't want Daedra hearts. There's the other one. I don't want any of that. Oh, there's a key. That might be useful. Void salts. I don't want
If a god can die, how does his heart survive? He is Daedroth! Tamriel Daedroth! This heart.
And let's repair all of that. Very good.
Is the heart of the world, for one was made to satisfy the other. You all remember this. It is in every legend. Daedra cannot die, so your so-called gods cannot erase him from your minds completely.
Don't know that I can get close enough to speak to him. No, 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 no. Okay. I did not want to do that. So that's a Mythic Dawn. That looks like some sort of altar there. Another copy of that key, just in case we didn't get it from the last place. And then there's another one further down. I got 500 arrows. What's one more? That won't shift. Okay. There's not really any levers along here. Oh, looky. I don't know that I should just kill that person out of hand, though. What's over here? Nice of them to give me magic potions. Okay, so you are going to be a problem. Until you fall down into the lava. Considering we have a few potions. Don't have a huge amount, but can I get through here? Is that where I needed to go, or have I gone the wrong way? Okay, well, killing has been observed by unknown forces. How stupid is that? Oh, there's another way over this way. Hang on. Oh no, that's where I just came from. What the...
You wear the bands, but you're no prisoner. Who are you? What are you doing here? Can you really do it? Can you bring this eternal nightmare to an end? Can you defeat Mankar Cameron and free all the
I
souls
wasn't supposed
of
to kill
all
him.
fools who followed him? Listen, I can help you. You need my help if you are ever to leave the Forbidden Grotto. I was one of Mankar Cameron's chief lieutenants. I helped plan the Emperor's assassination. I opened the Great Gate at Kvatch. We were the chosen. We saw more clearly than ordinary mortals. We would destroy the world and remake it. Mankar Cameron was our leader, our teacher, our master. He had the secret knowledge. He dealt with Mehrunes Dagon as an equal. I was at the sack of Kvatch. They had no chance. We took them by surprise, and we carried the walls in the first assault. But they fought on anyway, desperately. They seemed to think this decadent, mundane world of theirs was worth defending. I was slain after the battle was over. 3 townsfolk hiding in the cellar attacked me when I entered their house, hunting down survivors. They tore me to pieces, although I have no doubt they were immediately killed by my companions. I've had plenty of time to ponder my deeds since I came here. Ponder and regret. An eternity of regret. For my weakness, the Master sent me here to torture my former comrades who showed similar ingratitude for his gift of eternal life. No one wearing the bands of the Chosen can leave this grotto. The doors will not open, and there is no other way out. Here, let me remove them for you. There. You are no longer a prisoner of the Forbidden Grotto. Let me come with you. Let me help you kill Mankar Cameron. I am not without power.
Sure.
I am no match for Mankar Cameron, but perhaps together we can find a way to defeat him. Lead on.
Okay, first things first. Let's get my Archer's gauntlets back on.
Well done, champion. Your progress is swift and sure. Perhaps you will reach me after all. You think I mock you? Not at all. In your coming, I hear the footsteps of fate. You are the last defender of decadent Tamriel. I am the midwife of the mythic dawn, Tamriel reborn. I welcome you, if you truly are the agent of fate. I tire of the self-styled heroes who set themselves in my path only to prove unworthy in the event.
Let's put an end to man.
Okay, which way do we need to go? Okay, so definitely not that way. Where is he? He was right there a minute ago. Did he go through here somewhere? Oh, I was going to say, who knows or cares where he is? Oh, there he is. I think he might have been invisible or something. How did that miss? Damn troll. I hope you're going to come back to life. I guess we shall have to see. I might stop using the troll for the time being and just stick with the fire Atronach. What the hell is that? Because that's a big boy Daedra, if that's what that is. But a couple of quick shots from a arcane bow with sneak attack. A Medrike. Whatever the hell that is. What have you got? Charging and shredding? Ah, look, you're back. And some gold. Okay, I feel safe in saving now that he's back. Okay. Are you going to get me out? Oh, we can get through there now. Good. Okay.
Let's put an end to Mankar Cameron.
Those stairs are a pain. You don't seem to walk up them properly. What have we got? Something there and something potentially over that way. Okay. Baddie over there. That is a shrine to Mehrunes Dagon. Let's just see if there's anything. No. Okay, so we'll come over this way. Is it safe to just kill these guys? I don't think it is. I've already made the mistake once. Killing someone I shouldn't have.
You did not expect to see me again, did you? You have no grasp of the power that my father has at his command. You think you can stop us? Soon Mehrunes Dagon will walk upon Tamriel for the first time since the Mythic Age, and our victory will be complete. Come. My father is waiting to welcome you to Karak Agayalor.
Let's put an end.
You're helpful.
So, here you are at last. The lackey of the Septim Pretender. You still think you have a chance, don't you? We knew you would find your way. You should not keep my father waiting.
I don't remember these two, so I don't know whether they are part of, like, the Mage Guild quest line or something that I haven't fully done yet, or what the deal is.
I have waited a long time for you, champion of old Tamriel. You were the last gasp of a dying age. You breathe the stale air of false hope. How little you understand. You cannot stop Lord Dagon. The walls between our worlds are crumbling. The mythic dawn grows nearer with every rift in the firmament. Soon, very soon, the lines now blurred will be erased. Tamriel and Oblivion rejoined. The mythic age reborn. Lord Dagon shall walk Tamriel again. The world shall be remade. The new age shall rise from the ashes of the old. My vision shall be realized. Weakness will be purged from the world, and mortal and immortal alike purified in the refiner's fire. My long duel with the Septims is over, and I have the mastery. The Emperor is dead. The Amulet of Kings is mine. And the last defender of the last ragged Septim stands before me, in the heart of my power. Let us see who at last has proved the stronger.
What do I have in the way of scrolls at the moment? I have invisibility. Let's just chug that. And let's chug that. And then I don't have any scrolls. Well, that's okay. I can't repair.
Only the chosen will survive the cleansing.
Oh, Tamriel still has some fight left in her.
Do your worst.
What the hell? That was quite a hit.
Lord Dagon will welcome you. Strike me down. Not good enough, I'm afraid. Why won't you die?
I wasn't even keeping an eye on my health, unfortunately. Oops. So. Let's give this another try. I did that stuff in the wrong order. The invisibility that I used wasn't working because I immediately summoned after it.
I have waited a long time for you, champion of old Tamriel.
Show me what you've got. The pain redeems me.
Did I kill him? I did. That was really quick this time. Now that I've got the amulet, I don't know how that turned out to be so easy that time.
You found a way back. Does this mean... You did it. You defeated him. Then you have it. You have the Amulet of Kings. Belongs to me. The Amulet of Kings. So you and Joffrey have said, if it is true, if the Emperor really was my father, then I should be able to wear it. Only those of the Septim blood can wear the Amulet of Kings. Yes, of course. What am I waiting for? After all, this is my destiny. And no man can deny his destiny. I didn't really need the amulet to tell me that. I've known it was true since you first told me back in Kvatch. But it is one thing to talk of becoming Emperor, and quite another to actually be the Emperor. Not yet. Until we light the Dragonfires, the gates are open, and Mehrunes Dagon's invasion continues. While you were gone, I sent a messenger to Chancellor Akato. He waits for us in the Imperial City. Chancellor Akato is the head of the Elder Council. The Council rules in the Emperor's absence. I don't expect any objections from the Elder Council, but we should defer to their authority. Let's go to the Imperial City at once, before the enemy can recover from Manca Cameron's death.
Congratulations on your victory, sir.
Okay. Let's have a look at what the quest says. Formally present his claim to the Septim Throne. I'm hoping I can just fast travel. Wow, we've got to go to there. What a strange place. Hang on. Oh, it's changed its mind. We do have to go back here now. What the hell? Imperial City Palace. And now I'm assuming we need to go into the palace. Surprised we don't have a phalanx of blades escorting us.
Welcome to the Imperial Palace.
Everything is ready for Martin's arrival. Don't worry. Where is Martin? I was told that he had arrived in the capital.
Where is he? He was outside a second ago. So doing one of these weird things where I'll come back in and he'll be inside now.
Welcome to the Imperial Palace.
Yep, it did it.
I've been expecting you. The full council has already considered the matter of Martin's claim to the Imperial throne in detail.
And?
Septim, on behalf of the Elder Council, I accept your claim to the Imperial throne. We should arrange the...
Chancellor Akato, the city is under attack. Oblivion gates have opened and Daedra are inside the walls. The guard is overwhelmed.
Courage, soldier. We have an emperor again. Your Highness, what are your orders? Shall the guard fall back to the palace?
No. If we let ourselves get besieged in the palace, we're doomed. We must get to the Temple of the One immediately.
As you command, sire. Guards, form up and protect the Emperor. To the Temple of the One.
So is that... Okay, we have to go to the Imperial Temporal... Oop. Let's go. No sense waiting. Daedra everywhere. Damn it. Man, when I said Daedra everywhere, I wasn't wrong. Yeah, actually, let's put that on. Oh, I can't even repair that. Those boots need a repair big time. Okay. Let's get some heal. Let's put another one into him just in case. I don't know where the Emperor's gone, but is there any sign of him? Oh, yeah, he's fighting over there with all the others. There we go. What else have we still got? There's one of you. And...
The palace is cut off, sire. We were the last to make it through from the Legion compound. My men and I are at your disposal. What are your orders?
I need to get to the Temple of the One. It's our only chance to stop Mehrunes Dagon.
Yes, sir. Let's move out!
Let's get a, You coming? Oh, Nelly. What the hell? Oh, God, what a time to fall in the water. Damn it, I was halfway through that shot and I realised that my health wasn't good. Where's that going to take us back to? Hopefully just outside this part of the city. No. Damn it, I got to do that whole fight again.
Watch the flank! That the best you can do? What's the matter? Getting tired. That the best you can do?
Damn it. Oops.
By the gods. How could you do such a thing?
Why are they... Oh. Is there another bad guy down here? There is that guy.
The palace is cut off, sir.
I've got a fraction of a second in which I might be able to repair stuff. Beautiful. Do I need to recharge? There we go. To use that to get my magicka back to full. Okay, well, quick save here. Through we go. Let's immediately get our Flame Atronach up and running. Is there no way to get into the temple from here? My Fire Atronach is still going, which is good. Not anymore, it's not. Oh, man! So, how the hell am I supposed to keep him alive when it's just endless Daedra? What about coming around this way? Let's ignore these guys for a moment. Where is Septum? Yeah, I'm dead. Where's the king? Where's Martin? Like, I sort of know what happens here, right? I sort of know what the end is. I'm just unclear how I get it to work. I feel like I've got to get into the temple. Can I? No, I can't get through that way. So I get around here and it tells me Mehrunes Dagon is here. Where is the front door of the temple? Right here. So let's go inside. Does that get Martin in? It doesn't. So what that means is I've pretty much got to somehow keep Martin alive long enough that he can get through here. What the hell is that staff doing to me? Because I am getting absolutely wrecked when I try and use that staff. Okay, that staff is not working for me. Okay. Don't know what happened there. Okay, so he's coming now. Let's wait for him to actually go. There you go, he's gone through. Actually, I never got... Yeah, I want that on. I never actually used that, did I? So maybe if I come around here now and we recognize that Mehrunes Dagon is there.
We're too late. Lighting the dragon fires will no longer save us. The barriers that protected us from Oblivion are gone.
I don't see how. Mortal weapons may hurt him, but now that he is physically here in Tamriel, they have no power to actually destroy him. Wait, yes. The amulet was given to mortals by Akatosh. It contains his divine power. But how to use this power against Dagon? The amulet was not intended as a weapon. I have an idea, one last hope. I must reach the Dragonfires and the Temple of the One. You'll just have to trust me. I know now what I was born to do, but I'll need your help. I have to get past Mehrunes Dagon somehow. Then I'll do the rest. Lead on. I'm with...
Is this good enough? Yes.
I do what I must do. I cannot stay to rebuild Tamriel. That task falls to others. Farewell. You've been a good friend in the short time that I've known you. But now I must go. The dragon waits.
I got a level out of that.
Shattered. Dagon is defeated. With the dragon's blood and the Amulet of Kings, we have sealed the gates of Oblivion forever. The last of the Septims passes now into history. I go gladly, for I know my sacrifice is not in vain. I take my place with my father, and my father's fathers. The Third Age has ended, and a new age dawns. When the next Elder Scroll is written, you shall be its scribe. The shape of the future, the fate of the Empire. These things now belong to you.
What happened? Where's Martin? I must congratulate him. Mehrunes Dagon is defeated. Cast back into Oblivion. We've won! What do you mean, gone? We saw the temple dome explode. The avatar of Akatosh appear. That was Martin?
Yep.
The joined blood of kings and gods. The Amulet of Kings. The divine power of Akatosh. Then Martin is gone. Yes, sealed forever. Mehrunes Dagon and his ilk can never threaten Tamriel again. Martin is dead, but he died an emperor and a hero to rival Tiber Septim. This victory is not without cost. We've lost Martin Septim. What an emperor he might have made. His sacrifice was necessary, but it leaves the Empire without an emperor. I don't know what happens now. There are troubled times ahead for the Empire. But now is not the time to worry about the future. Let's just give thanks that we're alive. In my capacity as Lord High Chancellor of the Elder Council, I hereby proclaim you Champion of Cyrodiil. And as a small token of gratitude for your service to the Empire, I have ordered a suit of Imperial dragon armor made for you.
Okay, so that was just a weird little thing. That's what it was. I was grinning about because I'm sitting here going, on the screen it says Champion of Cyrodiil, and you click it and he says, "Thank you, we're now naming you the Champion of Cyrodiil." It has that feeling that you have just forced him to call you the Champion of Cyrodiil because you brought it up. Like, that felt really weird. It's like, you know, you're holding a gun to his head and saying, "How about you just name me the Champion of Cyrodiil?" And he throws in some Imperial dragon armor at the same time.
Imperial dragon armor is normally worn only by the Emperor himself. But I know he's gone. As the Chancellor of the you have earned the highest rank possible in the Order of the Dragon. The illustrious... It is a high honor.
Okay.
The dragon will stand forever as a memorial to what you and Martin did for all of Tamriel.
So I'm going to assume that Imperial armor is heavy armor, which I don't want to wear. I don't have it. Okay. Well, not that I care about it, to be honest. So I'm going to assume that's it. That appears to be the main quest line done. It'll be waiting for me at the armory in the Imperial Legion compound in 2 weeks. So if I want to keep playing and actually pick up that suit of Imperial armor, I have to wait 2 weeks for it. Right. Anyway. You get it in a game week, yeah. Oh, it can be either heavy or light. Well, that's nice to know. My thoughts. Okay, overall, once I've got the realistic leveling mod, it's an enjoyable game. You know, the problem I had with this game previously was purely to do with leveling. I don't have a problem with any of the missions. The only thing I will say is that it did feel like a couple of things there in the last stuff that I've done in this stream. So the last, 2.5 hours of gameplay, where you've got, you know, the great gate that you have to get into, and you've got like a 5-minute time limit to do that. That was a little weird, considering there's no other time limits anywhere else. Now, I can understand the reasoning behind it all and everything, but you've gone from, you know, an entire game where I could literally have played this game for 100 hours or more and left this to be the very last mission that had to be done. You know, I could have gone for 100% completion, done absolutely every other mission I could find in this entire game, and then I could have come to the final mission right at the very end, and suddenly I'm being forced to do something in a really quick time frame, which has never been anywhere else in the game. So that was a little bit weird. Not too bad, though. I mean, I understand the reason for it and everything, but that seemed a little bit weird. But then this last battle, I really don't like battles like that. So that was a battle that you learn very quickly that it's an unwinnable battle, right? There was just too many Daedra that you've never really seen before. Those great big tall grey guys running around, and they're just slamming you over and over and over. There's lots of spellcasters. There's stuff happening everywhere, and your chance of surviving all of that is nil. So you do learn very quickly that you're not supposed to fight your way through. But I don't like missions like that, because if you're going to do that in a mission, I feel you should spell it out. I feel it should be, you know, you talk to someone and they say, look, we can't fight these guys. We've got to get into the temple. Just get me to the temple as quickly as you can. Right? But, you know, part of the problem I had there was also obviously that there was problems with what's his name being bugged and not following properly and all that sort of stuff. So there was a bit of that. But yeah, overall, I really like this. I don't think I could have got through as an archer without the Arcane Archery mod that I've got, though. That helped a lot. I might play this again sometime in the future and try and do another spell sword playthrough. But I'm happy where we got to with this now. Okay, so D-Money Lives. The realistic leveling mod. I don't know the full details. I've got links down below to all of the mods that I've used in this playthrough and the build that I did. But the realistic leveling mod, it's got a whole bunch of parameters for it. But the base thing it does is, if you've played this game a little bit, you'll know that there is a correct way to level up in this game so that you don't have problems. And I feel that's bad game design. Now, it wasn't intentional, as far as I'm aware, by the developers that everybody should do that. It was a byproduct of the way they built the leveling system. And it turned out that when you actually tried to play the game, if you didn't do all of these things in just the right way, you would not level correctly and you would start to have problems. And so I did that in my last playthrough. I got to about level 12, and at that point I found that any of the enemies that I was trying to kill, I was using it was a spell sword playthrough. I was using sword and shield with spells as well, and I was basically having to hit my opponents so many times with a sword that I was actually running out of charges on the magic sword that I had after like 2 opponents. So, in my opinion, that's the only fault that I really want to point out in this game, is that the leveling is crap. You must have a leveling mod to make it easier, because without it, there is a very definite way that you have to learn how to build your character and how to level up. And it basically means, like, not leveling up immediately. It may tell you that you're ready for your next level, but you're not actually supposed to sleep and take that level until you've got the right number of levels in major skills and minor skills and all this sort of stuff, so that you're ready to then go to the next level. And that is wrong, right? That is just bad game design. As I said, I don't believe it was intentional, but that's the way it ended up. The realistic leveling mod makes a number of changes, which I'm really not 100% clear on. But basically, the way I've got it set up, one, I never had to sleep to go up a level. It would just tell me that I had gone up a level. And two, you don't have to pick how many points you're putting into things. It just automatically, and sometimes in between levels, it will just automatically bump up some of your stats as you're doing things. So basically, as I was getting levels in my major and minor skills, it was leveling up my stats at the same time, right? So I didn't have to think about leveling at all. All I had to do was just play the game, and it leveled for me, which is wonderful. It does take a little bit of that planning out. There is, I do like some of the planning in Skyrim about knowing what I want to take at each level. But because there aren't any of those selectable perks in this, like there are in Skyrim, it doesn't really matter that you don't have any control. And I found this worked really well for me, this build. I use Nexus mods for all of this. The stuff down in the info has the links to each of the mods that I used if you wanted to try them as well. And I've just released a bunch of videos. I've done 3 videos now, and I've got at least one more coming on how I used Rybash to install all the mods and manage them. Because I find it works well for me. But then I'm a Linux gamer, so and it's, to my knowledge, it's the only mod manager for Oblivion and Skyrim that's actually still supported, still under development and things like that. Well, I feel both of the Elder Scroll games that I've played, Oblivion and Skyrim, both have a nice feel. There are things I don't like about both of them. One of the things that I really liked about Oblivion that wasn't in Skyrim is Oblivion is a much more inclusive game. And what I mean by that is, I did not feel at any point during this, like I'm playing as a Bosmer, right? A wood elf. I didn't feel at any point in this game like it wasn't correct for me to be a Bosmer, right? But when I play Skyrim, I pretty much feel that if I'm not playing a Nord, everyone just, it's not that everyone treats you differently, but everyone just sort of expects you to be a Nord when you're doing things. And the fact that in Skyrim, and this is obviously an intentional choice by the developer, but in Skyrim, Nords are the predominant race in the game, right? Everywhere you go, they're Nord cities with predominantly Nord people in them, and the Nords themselves seem to be a little bit prejudiced against the other races. In particular, the Khajiit and Argonians. Like, I added mods into Skyrim that added more Khajiit and Argonians into the game. Because without it, the only place you ever see Khajiit is wandering the roads, and the only place you ever see Argonians is in the docks on cities. And occasionally you'll see both of them as bandits. And that's it. You don't see them anywhere else. In fact, the lore in the game is that Khajiits aren't even actually allowed into Argonian cities because they're treated as thieves and scum, and they're not allowed in. It never felt right to me to play Skyrim as a Khajiit or an Argonian. It feels wrong. And there's not that feeling in Oblivion, which I really like. Like, you know, every city you go to, they have every race represented really well. Merchants of all different races in the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild and all that sort of stuff. You see all the races equally. Whereas Skyrim is because Skyrim is not just prejudiced against the beast races either. You know, because there is this whole Thalmor thing going on at the time. You know, I have never felt like it was right to play as a high elf either, because they're the Thalmor. Even though you can look at it and say, okay, well, you take Belethor, the guy in Whiterun. He is a Breton who owns the general store in Whiterun, in the little market square there. Belethor's Goods, or General Goods, or whatever he calls it. Now, you ask him what a Breton is doing all the way over here in Skyrim. He may have grown up in Skyrim. He might have been third generation living in Skyrim. But the game doesn't put it that way. It makes it sound like he came from High Rock, or wherever it is the Bretons came from, and migrated to Whiterun at some point in his life and set up a shop. But with all of the races, they might have been born there. Like, that's the feeling I got more in Oblivion. When I play Oblivion, I feel like even though there are all of these different races living in Cyrodiil, it feels like they were potentially born there and have spent their whole lives there. Where when you play Skyrim, it always feels like everybody who's not a Nord has migrated to Skyrim for some reason, and everybody, all the Nords, are a little bit suspicious as to why they've actually done that. And yeah, you're right, Little Cheese. I wouldn't really want to play High Elves anyway, because... Yeah, but I think it's a really interesting mechanic that they've got in this game. A really interesting idea that puts the High Elves as the bad guy. And I love that about the Elder Scrolls universe. Because, you know, that's not something that's often done with elves. You know, the High Elves in particular are usually the good guys. The only other time I can really, you know, barring Warhammer 40k type things, the only other time I can ever feel that I had that sort of feeling in any fantasy universe is actually in the Dragonlance series, where the elves they're not the bad guy, but they are very standoffish and very much keep themselves separated from everybody else. And there is a bit of this vibe of, no, we don't really accept you, and all that stuff. And it makes them seem, it always to me made them seem a little bit, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah. Well, I've never dived into the whole spellcrafting stuff here in Oblivion, right? I would have to look at it. I would have to log out of the game and have a look, but I don't think I've spent more than... I've probably spent less than 200 hours playing this game so far. And this is the first time that I've completed the main quest line. So I don't consider myself a huge expert on the game at all. Definitely enjoyed it though. In both games, I find it's really hard in either of the Elder Scroll games that I've played to play a character who doesn't use any magic at all. So my characters, whether they're archers or whether they're melee fighters, or of course a mage, they will do a little bit of magic, mostly restoration if nothing else, but sometimes a little bit of other stuff as well. So it's really hard not to play a character that has some magic in these worlds, but yeah. I haven't tried Daggerfall Unity. 5,000 hours. Wow. Yeah. I can't remember the last time I spent 5,000 hours in a game. Any game, full stop. I know I've spent a lot of hours in a lot of games, but I don't know that I've ever got to 5,000. But I've not been tracking it. I don't know how many hours I got in Ultima 5 when I was 16, 30 odd years ago. But yeah. So I've really enjoyed this, but as I said, I had to have that mod to do the leveling, because without it, yeah. So what do we end up with? Level 54 Apprentice Athletics, 72 in Conjuration, only 59 in Destruction, 54 in Acrobatics, Light Armor 68, Archery 81, and Sneak 65. I've got bonuses and a couple of things from the equipment that I'm wearing. And what do you end up with? Level 20. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Champion of Cyrodiil, Honorary Knight of the Knights of the Thorn, Apprentice in the Mage Guild, Master of the Fighters Guild. So we did that this time. We did the Knight, we're a Knight Brother in the Blades. My last playthrough, I did the Knights of the Nine, and I enjoyed that storyline, but it got really hard at the end because that was where I was struggling with my levels, and that playthrough got really hard. But overall, pretty happy with how it all went in the end, and I liked the abilities that I got with this Arcane Archery mod, this Arcane Stone, that added a little bit of extra damage to everything. But I think the next playthrough I'm going to do is an Arcane Archer in Skyrim. I've already done a couple of little tests with it, and I've got a really nice Arcane Archery mod for that I'm going to use. And it's a little bit better than this one, because this one only gave you a couple of abilities, whereas the other one that I'm getting in Skyrim gives me a lot of abilities. It gives me Arcane Arrows, as well as Fire Arrows, Frost Arrows, Shock Arrows, and Sun Arrows. And then there's also these things called Sigils that you can use to make the arrows even more powerful. And there's a whole heap of stuff there. So, you cast the spell to get a particular type of arrow, like the Fire Arrow, for example. And those arrows are like bound arrows, but they will hang around for as long as you've got Magicka. As soon as your Magicka is too low, they will disappear. So you really got to manage your Magicka well as that build. And I found that even more so than here. Like, in here, I was using some magic, mostly my Electric Grasp, to do damage up close when it came to that. I feel I have to do that even more in the Skyrim build that I'm working on, because there are times when you just cannot shoot fast enough, you cannot do things quickly enough, and you just cannot get out of the way. And I didn't want to be using, a bow plus a sword plus magic. It was just too much to manage, so I feel I have to go back to using magic close range. I'm also going to be trying to do some summoning similar to this in that playthrough, although I'm not adding any. I do have a mod, I think, that will add new types of summons into the game, but I'm just going to stick with the Summon Familiar and maybe the Flame Atronach and see how we go. Yeah, well, that was the thing, right? Little Cheese. I was doing the Knights of the Nine, and I was at like level 12, and I'm fighting that last guy, and he wasn't hard, but each of his minions, I was using so many, like I couldn't even get any spells off. I just had to swing like mad until I killed each one of these things, and it was literally taking like 20 or more hits to kill one opponent. And that was draining my sword, the magic out of my sword so fast that within 2 opponents, it would no longer be charged. And I'm just like, how is this possible? These opponents are just ridiculously hard. So I may do that again. Yeah, the Aurorans. I may do that playthrough again as a spell sword, and this time with the mod, but not soon. I think I'm going to take a break from this. I'm going to do some Skyrim, and then after the Skyrim playthrough, I may even do something completely different for a little bit. But I think, yeah, that's where I'm up to at the moment. I've really enjoyed Oblivion. I can't say whether it's my favourite or not. I mean, there's just so much about the game that is really good, without a doubt, but it crashes more than Skyrim ever did for me, and having to use a mod just so that leveling works properly is a little bit annoying. And even though it's petty, I can't overlook the graphics. And I know there's nothing there is stuff that can be done about it, but there's always going to be that difference in graphics between the two. Skyrim, I like the story. I just feel there's so much about Oblivion that's good as well, in the point of view that Skyrim, you're the real, like, the heroic, godlike figure, and that's what you're always going to be, right? Whereas here, yes, you're the hero of Kvatch, but you're not the one that destroyed Mehrunes, whatever his name is, Dagon. You didn't, Mehrunes Dagon, that's it. You're not the one ultimately that does that. And I think that's really good for this storyline. You certainly helped in destroying Mehrunes Dagon, but unlike Skyrim, where it thrusts you into the absolute central character and you're one of the most powerful beings that's ever lived, sort of thing, there's a little bit of... I mean, we all like that in games sometimes, but it has to be done well, and I'm not sure Skyrim did it quite as well as they could have. You do, with some of your shouts and stuff like that, you do feel a little bit overpowered at times. Not all the time, but there are times in the game where you do. So yeah. I think if I had to say which one I liked more right now, it would be Oblivion. But I certainly enjoy... Like, I've played a lot more of Skyrim, and I know I will play a lot more of Skyrim. And I'm not sure exactly why I don't want to play... Like, keep playing in this, or start another playthrough of Oblivion. But for some reason I do. I do want to do another playthrough of Skyrim, but I'm happy with where I've gotten to here, and I'm willing to just say, yep, I completed this, I've done the main quest line, gonna walk away for a while now, and I'll come back maybe at another time and do another playthrough. Like, I'm not sitting here and going, okay, yep, I really have to do this as a playthrough of this game as a pure mage or a spell sword or even just a pure fighter. I don't have that that urge with Oblivion, but with Skyrim, I do have this urge to do more playthroughs with different things. Like I played my first completion of Skyrim was as a mage. I then completed it as a fighter, and I then completed it as a ranger using a bound bow. And I do feel like my general opinion of both games is archery is underpowered. You need something like a bound bow or a Arcane Archery type of mod to make the game, even with sneak shots, sneak attacks. Just the fact that no matter what you do, the bow doesn't have the DPS of normal weapons, of other weapons, whether it's magical or whether it's melee weapons. The bow has that problem, and sneak attacks really don't fully make up for that. So the extra damage that I got here from the Arcane Archery definitely helped. I thought that was a really good thing. And I definitely... Thanks for the follow, Darby, and thanks for the follow earlier from you, D-Money, as well. Yeah, I definitely feel like if you're going to do archery, you've either got to use... In Oblivion here, you need something. And frankly, bound weapons are garbage in here. There's no doubt about it. The magic system is different, and I like some parts of it. In particular, the fact that you don't have to put the spells in a hand is wonderful. I wish I could do that in Skyrim. Because I've mentioned that before. A spell sword playthrough in Skyrim where I could have a shield on my left hand, a sword in my right hand, and just the ability to put my sword away out of my right hand and put a spell in it without doing some sort of keyboard acrobatics or pausing the game and going into the menus and going into the inventory and magic stuff and going click, 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 click. No, that's all garbage. That just makes it impossible. And the fact that I can't cast a spell with a bow in my hand in Skyrim is incredibly frustrating. Which is why, I always look at it and say I want to do a ranger in Skyrim who uses summons, but it is so hard to do that when every time you try and summon something, you've got to put the bow away. So that is annoying, and I don't know why I keep playing Skyrim when there is that problem with it. But the magic in here is definitely different, but the ability to be able to cast a spell without emptying your hands is great. I love that ability here. That is really, really good. But yeah, if you're playing this game as a ranger, as an archer, you do need something. And sneak attack and poison and stuff like that, it just isn't enough, in my opinion, in this game. At least for the way I play it. So you need magic or something else to back you up. And I was using magic, but adding in the Arcane Archery mod that I did, which I've listed down below, really helped with this playthrough as well. Yeah. Not sure what else to say about this right now. I'm thinking I'm going to end the stream here. Let's do an actual save now that we've completed. Is there any stats? It took 111 in-game days. I completed 54 quests. I have 8. I don't have any expert skills at all. Wow. I think I was very close with a couple of my skills. So if I was to take off all of my gear that is giving me multiple other levels around things, that, and that. Yeah. So if we look here then, yeah, I got to 73 with archery, nearly to expert level archery. That was my highest ability. I'm surprised my illusion is that high. I don't really remember what I was using it for, apart from light. Just lighting the way. That's all I really ever used it for. So yeah, no expert skills, no master skills. Fame of 80, quite happy with that. Those 9 items stolen, I don't remember where that was, but I did not actually steal anything, I don't think. I think it screwed up a little bit. The 11 trespasses, the 51 assaults, and the 1 murder. Yeah, that murder wasn't really a murder in the end, but it was sort of. 777 creatures killed, 274 people killed. That's over 1,000 total. So what's that? 1, 5... Yeah, 1,051 opponents killed total. I found 77 places, 83 locks picked. I didn't like the lock picking in this game. I do not like the interface, so I replaced that with a mod. I didn't use any soul trapping. That's the thing. I don't. There's certain things in both of these Elder Scroll games that you just don't really need to do most of the time. And trapping souls is something that I found I just didn't really need to do very often. You can buy pre-trapped soul gems if you need to recharge magical weapons and stuff like that. So I haven't done that. I did a little bit of alchemy early on in the game and then realised it's just an absolute waste of time. So I tended not to use any of that. I shut 12 Oblivion gates. I bought 1 house, no horses. I don't like the horses in either game, to be honest. I felt the horses in here are really hard to control. The way you turn, didn't like. Just put my armor back on. Oh, let's put his robes on, that'll do. And I didn't get high enough with any of the stores to work out how the investment thing works. 55 books read. 1 artifact found. I wonder what that was. Yeah, I tend to wait rather than sleep. I'm not ever going to play as a vampire, so that's not going to happen. No diseases and no Nern roots. I don't think Nern roots are really worth it. I bought a horse a couple of times in Skyrim, and because I like to use ranged so much, I just found combat on a horse is impossible. And even the couple of times when I've tried horses again, when I was doing melee characters, I still found combat on the horses impossible. And so I felt I was better off not using them, because I find I'm trying to jump off the horse in the middle of being attacked. And 9 times out of 10, that meant my horse got killed. So I haven't used horses, and I don't think I ever will unless they drastically change how horses work in Elder Scrolls 6. I doubt I'll use them. But yeah, thank you everybody who has joined me for these episodes of my playthrough of Oblivion as an Arcane Archer. I very much enjoyed it. I very much enjoyed the game in general. The missions and all that sort of stuff were mostly pretty good, although some of the early missions, particularly some of the early missions for the Mages Guild, are really a little bit weak in the design of the missions. And they're pretty simplistic, and go here, kill this person, or go here and do this thing. But yeah, overall, very happy with this. Enjoyed the playthrough. I hope you did as well. And tomorrow, being Friday afternoon, we will be back with something new, and it will probably be an Arcane Archer in Skyrim. So, thank you everybody, and I will see you all next time. Bye now.